In this next part of the tutorial, I will demonstrate how to present your Pear Deck presentation to a class, and I will also demonstrate the student's experience of a Pear Deck presentation. To set your presentation up for students, click on the green Present with Pear Deck button at the top of the Pear Deck panel on the right side of the screen. This process may take a little while. As your presentation is larger, it will take more time as Pear Deck converts the slides into interactive ones. My presentation for this example has 39 slides. In the meantime, you can have students launch the joinpd.com website. Students will be prompted to log in with a Google account to access this feature. However, they do not have to have the Pear Deck add-on added to Google Slides. Students will be prompted at joinpd.com to enter a code. On the teacher side, once the slides have been converted and the presentation is ready to go, it will prompt to make sure that your device is connected to a projector. This is an important part in order for you to be able to present to your class. The next step is the code. Students need to enter the letters shown on the screen. Pear Deck also includes a mnemonic device to help students remember the code. As soon as students enter the correct code, they don't have to click enter, they don't have to click OK, it will just launch, and this is the display they will get. You're in, your teacher will begin shortly. They will see that until you actually launch your presentation. On the teacher side of it, this is what you will see at the bottom of the screen. It will show you how many students are currently connected. When you have the number that you're looking for, you can click the Next button to launch your presentation. In the bottom right corner of the screen, you will see a lock button. This will lock the slide. This is very helpful for when students have entered answers. If you want to prevent them from modifying their answers or adding anything late, that will lock the slide. So here, I'm going to launch the presentation. This is what I see on the screen. On the teacher side, this is what students will see on the student side. This is identical. However, when I advance to a question slide, this is what my projector will display to the class, and this is what students will see on their devices. This was a multiple choice option that I had set up as a question, so I have the option as a student of choosing an answer. And that is what will display on the screen. On the teacher side of it, it will show you how many responses there are. I can choose at this point to lock the slide if I'd like to. If I want to display the student responses, I click on the button that looks like a projector screen. In this case, because it's a multiple choice question, it would show up in the form of a graph or chart. Students will not see that on their device, they will only see it on the projector. The student screen just shows your current answer that you have entered. I'll advance to the next slide. This is a question. If you recall, I want my students to be able to type a free response. So I chose a text question. This is the teacher side. And what will be projected on the screen? This is what will be displayed on a device. Students have the option at this point to enter a text response. On the teacher side, it will show how many responses there are. I will caution you that with a text response, it may indicate that you have responses even though students might still be composing their answers. Something to keep in mind. Again, I can lock or unlock the screen. This one gives me the option of how long to lock or unlock the screen. When I project the answers for this is what comes up on the projector. And again, the student slide on the student device will remain the same. One more question here that is projected on the screen. Students have multiple choice options. They can select the correct option at that point. And that is easily how you can use Pear Deck within Google Slides to create an interactive presentation to engage students.